everything up. My name is Eve.
My name is Sarah.
And we are Burnt Out Perfectionist.
Yes, we are.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
It is our Friday.
Yep.
Friday the 13th.
Did you know it was also Jason's birthday?
Mama?
No. Like the murderer from Friday the 13th.
Oh, I was like, Sudeikis?
No, it's like actually his birthday.
Oh!
And his birthday is June 13th. And it was Friday, June 13th. I saw a bunch of the things.
You know, my TikTok was filled of bedazzling Jason pictures, and I was like, oh, people are really ready for fall.
I know they're like summer-ween, which I'm like huge into Halloween, but like I don't need a summer-ween. Except there's some cute shit at Hot Topic, which I don't know if we'll have in Canada, but they made like boobies.
I would like to state, I am not one to enjoy summer. But I swear, if them spooky whoops decide to start having Halloween stuff and start selling, there is fall in between.
Oh, I want to give you a heads up. I've already seen that the American, like, Home Goods, that's what they call it, right? So their version of, like, Home Sense if you're Canadian. They are already starting to get, but they're starting to get that, like, I don't know. It's almost like disco cowboy version of Halloween stuff in right now.
I don't mind
I love
those
that.
with the cowboy hat on. I am okay with that.
I think it's adorable.
I think those are cute. I'm talking about when it's literally, it's June. It's June 13th.
Yeah.
Halloween is in 4 months.
Oh, I know. Like, it's not, first off, I love Halloween, but Halloween is not Christmas. Second off, back off with fucking Christmas. I don't need to be talking about Christmas in September when I'm trying to get my kid ramped up and ready for school.
Oh, I start buying Christmas stuff like now.
Yeah, I know you start buying stuff, but you're not like, oh my God, what are we doing for Christmas? What kind of pajamas are we going to wear? Oh my God, are we doing this? And I'm like, I'd be like, fuck off. Like, there's so many things in between.
We should do matching Christmas pajamas this year.
I knew you were going to say that. I had a feeling.
They're
We just have to find them so they fit everybody.
No, you know what we do? We go to Michael's. We buy the Gildan basic t-shirts that are $5
Oh, yeah.
for the entire family because we know everybody can have them.
Yeah.
We just got to pick a color and then we just go on to
Yeah, Old Navy's pretty good when it comes to like holiday stuff and everything too.
Same with Superstore. Superstore slays with Christmas pajamas.
Superstore's pajamas are so nice. For kids though, they're like, I just want to give a shout out. Their pajamas are really great. My daughter is like tall and very like slim. And most pajamas, the top will be like shorter or like really wide. Like she doesn't care. She doesn't want them like fitted, obviously. But their pajamas fit her so nicely. It's so great.
Does she still have the lemon ones that I got her like
Yeah.
last year?
Because I just tried them out. This will probably be the last year that she can wear them because they'll have them be right up her butt.
I am so jealous of those pajamas.
It's like a white background and it just has lemons all over it. And it's a tank top and a pair of shorts.
Ugh, it is
She
so
loves
cute.
them.
They look so comfortable. I need to get, if you have any suggestions below about what pajama shorts to get, because I don't know why. I try all different types of pajama shorts and every single time I wake up and they're up my bum.
I think it's like I get the ones that are fitted. I get the ones that aren't fitted. No matter what, everything goes up my ass. I don't know. Maybe we're just like very vigorous sleepers.
We just run in our sleep.
We just run in our sleep. Right now, I'm using... They had like those packs of shorts that were at Costco. Those like packs of sweat shorts. Like 2-3 years ago. And they had like teal and purple in them. And then they also had black and gray. But they like mix them in with the colors. So you're like, oh, for fuck's sakes. If I want 2 neutrals, I got to get the 2 colored ones. I'm just using those right now. Those are kind of everything shorts. They're like house shorts. If you know, like I have like clothes that I like wear at my house or like wear to the grocery store and then other clothes that I wear out in public.
I feel like I need to go through my pajamas because I get really hot and I think I might just buy like boxer shorts, but I need long boxer shorts.
Did you ever get those ones that were at Costco and they're like 100% cotton and they're the t-shirts and the shorts and I have them and they have like the peach background with the flowers or the blue ones with the dogs?
No, I didn't get those.
Okay, so I have like several pairs of them because I went in there one day and they were blowing them out for like $3.
Oh,
So I either have 2 or 3 sets of each pattern. So if you want to try them, you totally can. I haven't seen them since then. I've heard really good things about those Kate Spade ones that they have. They have the shirt with the shorts at Costco right now.
I am also not a fan of ones with buttons in the front.
Oh no, my titties pop out.
I just
I
don't like
wake up
that.
and it's just like it's a full show.
It's hello
They're either up, down, sideways, wide open.
in between.
The buttons are just have given up. They're like, we have struggled hard enough to keep these titties in this shirt.
And I don't mind like a graphic tee or just like a plain t-shirt. But I also find sometimes like I like to look put together when I go to bed.
I don't know. It's something about like the mindset of like I have a matching pair of pajamas. I feel like I have my shit together, even though I may not. I may have been a complete fucking wreck that day. I may have tried my best and completely failed. But I have a fresh set of sheets. I get in with my matching set of PJs. You get in, you know, you have the fresh sheet, like the little like the kick.
Oh, the shaved legs.
Yes. Oh, and the sheets so smooth, so lovely. And then even my daughter have in their separate respectable rooms. They have those
Separate households.
Oh, I know households. They have those cooling duvets that are also from Costco. If you're new here, we love Costco. And they're really great. Except my kid, I think I gotta get her a quilt again to put on her bed because the cooling duvet works great, but then she just like I think hyper like heats herself up. And I went in there and I was like, oh my God, you're so sweaty. Let me just take this off you.
I know. I need to switch back over to the quilt because it's like the cooling blanket is great for like the spring into summer. But then when it doesn't cool down at night, I wake up in a pool of sweat.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. I'm always just like chronically trying to figure out what works for that kid.
If you own a cooling business and you're like, hey, I need somebody to test out sleepwear for being boiling, let us know. Because I am a furnace.
Or even like sheets. Like I've bought so many different kinds that like claim that they're super breathable or cooling or whatever, and they never like quite work.
Though, like, the grounding sheet works.
I don't know. I slept like I feel like the living dead last night.
I usually do with my bed.
I slept so hard last night. My kid fell asleep really fast too, but I think it's because we've had so much going on and we're just about to like literally gear down into summer. Like I only put her in one summer camp, and other than that, she'll come with me to Eve's house and she can do like activities. Like there's still stuff that's active that her school has. Like I Excel, they use that program. I don't mind if my kid plays video games, obviously not like all day, but whatever. She's also super crafty and she loves doing science experiments. So like I think that's kind of like okay and totally fine, but it's right now I feel like there's just so many things in her head. Like baseball is finishing and then she's rolling into the next week her school ends. Like there's just so many of those things. And some people like may or may not have like summer ending parties, and then it's kind of like you go from doing all those things and being busy to being like not having anything. And I always like to give her like some days of rest so she can just chill.
Some people are like, my kid's doing 15 sports and 3 activities, and I'm like, I need a nap.
Yeah, and there's some kids who need that. They need to continue some form of like heavy structure based in order to kind of like do things, which whatever. I mean, I'm doing it because I'm just like, that's a lot. Like, I can't even imagine being a kid and going to school for 6.5 hours a day and doing more than like one extracurricular activity. Like, you're already doing so much.
I feel like when you're in the routine of it, it's different.
Yeah.
Like, I am one to love to do a million things at once. But
I have times where I want to do a million things at once, and then other times where I just want to sit around and watch the Apple keynote speech like I want to watch this morning, because I was just like, I just want to watch something, but also see like, is there extra things that I can add or use in my everyday life to like, I don't know, add a system to like help, like, I don't know, enable and make things better.
our topic for today
Yeah.
is unrealistic summer expectations. Pinterest versus real life.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, by Pinterest, it's like any social media platform, basically.
But like when you're thinking of making outfits, when you're making plans, when you're doing recipes, generally that's the app that you go to. Or other people go to like Instagram. Or I don't know if people are leaning on Lemon8 more because we just got that in Canada.
You know, I try to be more open to Instagram, and I can't. I go on the explore page and I get lost.
The explore page is really interesting. There's so many different ways that people say that they utilize Instagram, and I just like never remember. Like people are like, well, I'll search in there and be like cute purse or fun thing to do. And my whole thing is when I look at it is I'm like, I've seen a lot of this stuff, like even sometimes years ago, and I've seen it on Pinterest or I've seen it on TikTok. And I think that's the whole thing is I'm just like, well, I've already seen this stuff. You're not giving me anything new. I'm with Instagram, like I'll post and go along. It's basically the main hub for people like making money and for people promoting businesses and all the other stuff. So I try to make sure for like the podcast that I'm like reposting stuff or putting stuff on there like to the best of my ability so it makes sense. But I'm also not the biggest like oh, Instagram. It's like Facebook. I only go on Facebook for Facebook Marketplace. Because anytime, or I go into this, like, I don't know, a lot of cities have them where it's like called like Costco groupies and you can go on and see what's in there. Or
But no, sponsored by Costco. Now you wouldn't tell we want to be one day.
and you can like drop a note and find out if something's in there that you've maybe seen on social media. So that way, you don't roll into Costco for like no fucking reason because you know you can't leave without spending like $200.
I love Costco so much. Oh my god, I just realized that has a cooling aspect in it.
What?
My like heater,
Oh, your little fan
it's
thing?
also a cooler.
Oh,
It's really dual. I got it on Amazon
you also have that fan.
in my room. I know.
Yeah.
I have multiple fans. I'm a very sweaty person. I also have neck fans.
Yeah.
Like I have so many things of a just in case. I'm sweaty. But I find like with Pinterest, I type in like summer outfits and I'll be like, oh, summer outfits. Why is everything with 6 different layers on?
It'll be like 6 different layers, or it'll be like just get a really cute like white pin-up of button-up shirt. As soon as I put on a white button-up shirt, I'm like, I look like a man. Or a linebacker. Like sometimes it's like, or like I instantly feel like I'm back in banquets. Like I try so hard, or you put them on and they're like see-through. And you're like, what is this? And I've tried on like different fabric types. I've tried on different price points. I've tried on so many things. I don't know. It could be like a tall girl issue. And then people are like, oh my God, but go into like the men's section. And I've tried to do that like cute little outfit where you have like the plain tank and maybe like a patterned button up shirt and like a pair of shorts and sandals. And I don't know if it's just like styling, but I feel like it's like, I look like a mom from like the Sears catalog in the 1990s. Like it just like doesn't roll with me. Like I literally I even like went through my stuff. I was looking at so many other things on like different sites and stuff and never like actually like pulled like used the initiative to like get stuff. But like I'm at the point where I'm just like trying to like put efforts together, try to look put together, but I also want to be comfortable. I don't want to be sweaty because we just had a fucking heat wave come through where we are. And it was for no unexplained reason, almost 40 fucking degrees for like a week and a half.
The beginning of June.
In the beginning of June. And that was unacceptable in my opinion. But it's like I almost feel like I'm like failing summer because like I didn't have sunscreen and then I got really hot and I'm like, fuck, well, at least Amazon can get it to me and I can get a good deal on it and I can get it within 24 hours. But like I'm just like, is there other ways that I can utilize this? Like anytime I put on a pair of pajamas, I'm like, fuck, I'm hot too.
So I have been slowly but surely trying to build a summer wardrobe that I can throw on and be comfortable in.
Yeah.
One in which is the t-shirt that I got from Michael's.
Oh my God, why is that so cute too? It says Lake Life on it as a little set of oars. It's like this really nice like cornflower blue.
I think it's like Celebration or something.
Let me see. Celebrate it.
I got it.
And it's fucking soft.
It's very
like it's brushed cotton. That's why it's so soft.
I got this one and the one with Canada on it, and they were like $14 each. I was like, wonderful. Thriving. And then I have like some t-shirts here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it really hard because everything that I want that's stonewashed is black.
I know. We talked about that in like the previous episode. If you have any leads on like colored concert t-shirts, because like concert looking t-shirts or even like graphic tees or stuff like that, because I asked my friend always has like the cutest colored ones. Like she was wearing a bright orange one that was like blondie and I was like, I love that. Where'd you get that from? She's like, oh, I got it from Fifth on Saks, which if you don't know, I think it's just in Canada. They went like completely bankrupt and they're closed, so there's no chance of getting that. And then I don't also Like, not to sound like Macklemore, but like, I don't want to spend like $50 on a t-shirt.
I also don't want to wear Hello Kitty.
No, like, if that's your journey, cool for you.
Not my.
Hello Kitty, like, Senora is like not my jam. I would, and that's the whole thing is like, I want to have stuff. I love having stuff that has like a funny graphic on it, but I don't need everything to have a funny graphic. I also want it to be like stone or like acid washed or whatever you call it. Like, I want it to be soft and I want it to be cute baggy, not like, did you steal that from your dad baggy? Like,
Yeah. I also find it really hard to, like, any sort of romper. I ordered 3 off Costco. But, like, rompers to me, you put on, and sometimes they're not long enough. And you're like, okay.
oh no, that's a big thing. Even before I order something now, I have to look at the inseam because I've gotten so many where they fit great everywhere else, and then it's just like full camel toe right up my ass, or I'm just like, oh yeah, this looks super cute. But if I walk for 5 seconds and I'm mildly sweaty, like there's gonna be like a full-on campfire down there.
Oh, the chafing.
The chafing. Like,
Also,
and it's like no matter what you do, like even if you get like a chafing stick or do any of the stuff that it helps, like it doesn't look right because, like, I don't know, my husband always makes a joke that I'm 80% leg and 20% torso, and you just look like disproportionate or like you're wearing underwear.
you look like a child in the wrong size onesie.
Yeah, or it's like, oh, is that a bodysuit and you were supposed to wear shorts over it? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I love overall shorts because they're easy, and also, like, if I want to eat a burger, it kind of just like,
I love a solid romper.
I love a romper. Or like I would love to get more into whatever is like booty appreciative and can hold my titties. Just like one of those dresses that has everything built in, including shorts.
Okay, so I really want to try the Halara jumpsuit.
The one that you can pee in. Is it the one where they show them where they can like full on pull the
Yeah,
down?
yes.
Yes.
I want to try that. I never understand backless things because if it's not a bra inside of it, what do you do?
Oh, people wear those like sticky cup things.
No.
No, I was like, and they're like, oh, it's sweat resistant. And I was like, you cannot tell me in any way something that is sweat resistant that stays is not going to hurt my fucking nipple when I have to take the damn thing off.
That's why there's the little hole.
Sometimes there's a hole. There's a lot of them that don't have them. And also, like, I would 100% be that person who would get home and be like, fuck, I'm missing one. My tits have been crooked for how long? And I just lost, like, and those things are expensive. Like, if you get the good ones, they're like $40. So it's $20 that just fell out, landed on the ground. Not to mention the amount of times that's like one fucking tit down and the other one up. Like, no.
Or they have the ones where you can like tie them in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why?
Oh, I grabbed some from like, I think it was from like Temu or something, or I was going to get them. The ones that are like the strapless ones, but you do them up in the front.
Oh.
But they don't do up like as the band in the front. They do it up like on the side. So you're not getting like the band that goes underneath and like rubs. I was either looking at them or I got them. I can't remember. The last 2 weeks have been like a fucking fever dream for me. So
I have socialized too much in the past week.
there was nothing better than Eve being like looking at me going, I love you, but I am so exhausted. Like, I appreciate how lovely everybody is, but like, I'm fucking exhausted, Sarah.
Oh, well, it was like a combo of a bunch of events. And I was like, I was on day 7 of being outside of my house every single day
Yeah.
and not being able to sleep in. And I was like,
I just want the luxury of sleeping.
not even sleeping in. Like, I was awake at like 5, 6 a.m. every single day. And I was not going to bed until like 11
True.
or midnight. And I was like, I am so tired. And every time it was like, oh, it's a glorious day. I'm like, how do people socialize this more? I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of like Pinterest for inspiration and stuff like that and for crafts.
100%. Like, I love making like a Pinterest board with like ideas, and I feel like it's the beginning of summer and the end of summer. We'll see in the school like mom group for my kids like classes and stuff like that she's in. All of a sudden I'll see like, does anybody have an idea of what the fuck I could do with my kids today? Like, I'm trying to think of an activity and I go on Pinterest and I feel overwhelmed. I'm like, hey, I have this folder that every single time I see it, it literally is just called child. And I put the stuff in there. And some of the, and then I have a subfolder of like things that I've tried and liked and things that sucked. And then I'll put stuff in it. So you can see the whole thing or just like kind of go in and go from there. And it was so funny. So I had those, and then there was a bunch of like moms who were like, "Oh yeah." So I like shared it with them. I'm like, if you want to, like, make a cute like decoder thing or a mini craft or like a baked item that's like easy for like a kid to do, and maybe a possible snack that they can like eat for the rest of the week type of thing. And stuff like that is fun. Looking at like chores and stuff, but sometimes like chore charts. My kid asks for chores. I don't know what her school is doing. Clearly, they're doing a great job because I will just be like, hey, can you do this for me? Like, I'm more like an on the go. Do you mind doing this, please? Do you have like time or the mental capacity to do blank? Yeah, sure. Instead of like having it planned out. So there's a lot of those things. And I use it for like worksheets. Like if your kid has a million different ways of learning, I feel like they teach things 5 different ways now. It's always great. But also, like, you can become a victim of Pinterest, like, doom scrolling or, like, being like, I'm going to organize my entire life in this one folder.
See, there's this like TikTok trend that was going around that said like propaganda I'm not falling for.
Yes.
And the propaganda I'm not falling for in the summer is, I'm sorry, if your child is in my home and they are not allergic to it, I'm giving her a popsicle.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go, oh, this one doesn't have dyes in it. Or spend 24 years decoding a freaking watermelon to then de-seed it, to then add a million things, and then half the time they don't freeze.
Oh, I know. And that's the whole thing is, like, just learning to, like, keep it more, like, simple and not, like, overscheduling yourself. Also, I feel like a lot of people will, like, figure out activities that they want to do with their kids, which is great. And they'll plan everything out. And it'll be, like, the first month of summer. And then they get, like, fatigue. And then they kind of like do nothing or they start like not do nothing, but they do like simple things like going to the park and they don't acknowledge that that's like an activity or doing something. Or like when you go to the beach like after work and it's like, oh, my kid didn't get to do that much today. They were at daycare, but I took them to the beach. You still took them to the beach. That was fun. They got to like swim, have fun. They got to like play in the sand. Like there's so many different ways to go about it. Like you don't need to be busy every single fucking day or making sure that you're doing something crazy every single day for it to be like a memorable summer.
I also just remembered there was this girl last year, and I think I talked about her, and she did summer camp for her kids.
Oh my God. Her videos were so cute.
Where is she? I need to find her again.
I bet you if we type in like summer, there's probably a bunch of people who've been like inspired by like what she did.
Was she
Like ripped off her idea.
She works full time, and then it was like once a week she would pull an activity with the kids, and it was like a summer camp type thing. I just realized I really need to clean this room.
Oh, that's fine.
This is where my brain's going, right?
I know I'm watching you like stare around. Like I declutter maybe.
I do need to declutter.
There's been lots of like projects though. Like we've done baseball hoodies, we've done baseball jerseys. You did shit for the marathon that you assisted with. Like there's so many. There's the remnants of previous like projects.
Yeah, we haven't recorded in a while, so this is usually when my brain goes, oh.
You start making like the mental checklist of all the things to do. Like,
That's bad. I love a good Pinterest. I also find it exhausting sometimes because
yeah.
I'm the type of person to like, I love to read. I love to do those types of things. And I like this year, I was like, I'm preparing myself for success. I'm buying books preemptively. I purchased a new hammock preemptively because I was like, I just want to go lay outside. I don't want to tan. Sitting outside and tanning sounds like hell.
Well, you're already like a super warm person. So why would you, other than if you're trying to like dry off your bathing suit or whatever, why the fuck would you lay in the backyard in the sun?
Why?
Also, I don't know how people can like read in the sun, like when they're actually reading a physical book. And also, like those e-readers, they get fucking hot. Like,
Alpha. So what I started doing too is like, so I bought the books. I have coloring books and stuff like that. I did something today, which I don't know Sarah knows that I did. I added it to our link tree. I made a summer playlist.
oh, I love that.
I remembered to do it.
Oh, that's sweet. I know we talked about doing seasonal ones, and then sometimes I just let the like, my brain is doing so many things. I just let like the AI DJ on Spotify, like, do its thing. Or I just default to, like, the same shit. My friend Julie's been sending me things. She's like, I don't know if you know these guys, or do you remember these guys? And she sends them to me, and then I just add them to Spotify. And I'm just like, oh, this is great. I just want, like, the old shit that I love to listen to, but I also want, like, new shit to listen to.
I started making one. I like came downstairs because I was quite warm, and I was like, I'm gonna start doing this stuff now. So I started making one. It's in our link tree of mine, and I was like, oh, this would be so great. Like I love doing those types of things. And I was like, maybe I will hook up the speaker system outside, and I can play music outside. I need to blow out the patio too. Adding to the list of mental things that I need to do. But I just find like so many people are like, oh, I'm going to the cabin. I'm going here. What special trip you're going to? Our family never had enough money to go on trips.
No.
Pretty much ever. Like, we went camping. We went to Disneyland when I was 16 and stuff. Like, up until the age of, I'd say, 14, we did not go anywhere. Like,
No.
I never went anywhere. And I didn't really care. I hung out at home. I was fine with it.
Yeah.
But I remember I like sit around people and they're like, oh, where are you going? Oh, I'm going here. I'm going here. I'm going here. And I'm like, you guys leave?
Oh, my whole thing is also like like where we live. This is like to me like the ideal time to kind of like be here. Is there's like so much stuff going on. There's so many like other things that you can do, and it's hot enough here for me. Like I can't even imagine me like I'm going to Mexico. I would die.
You have been to Mexico.
I know, but not in the fucking summer, in Canadian summertime.
Oh, it is so hot. I also just don't like I see so many people that are like, I don't drink. So like going on wine tours, so much of Pinterest when I'm like young adult activities to do. And it's like wine tours, cocktails. Already got me out. And like I'm like, oh, I'll make a mocktail, and then I have 47 different juices in the fridge.
Well, and that's the whole thing, right? I saw this thing and it's starting like they're having it at a bunch of different places in BC, and it's called a rosé disco or something, and it's like, hey, and they're targeting like moms specifically, and like girls in their late 20s, but they're like coming out. We're gonna have like DJs and like Vanderboost and all the other stuff. I'm like, oh my god, this sounds so great! What a cute name! Like, I wonder why it's called that. And I thought it said Rose Disco, and I didn't see the little hoop thing on it. And I was like, oh, all of a sudden it was like, yeah, there'll be 40 wine vendors and all this other stuff. And I was just like, okay, like, I would love to attend this thing, but like, I'm actually allergic to wine and I'm allergic to beer. And most festivals are centered around those things. And like, I'll drink here and there, but I'm not like every single day or on a hot day, I need a cold, crisp blank. Like, usually I just want iced tea, water, or lemonade. Or my jam lately has been those fucking Mio strawberry caffeinated drinks.
We went to a baseball game. Her husband goes, oh, I could really go for a crisp cold beer. And both of us turned and went, I really want a lemonade.
Yeah, like I just think like lemonade, and I know that's a totally different like mind shift, and we're not putting down other people who do it, but it's also like there are so many activities that are based around alcohol, especially in the summertime. I'm just like, why?
Sangria. Like, if I want to go to brunch, I want just like, I want a nice coffee. Can BC get it together? And I want a soda shop. And I want like coffee flights or like lemonade bars.
Somebody does do coffee flights where we are.
I know, but it's so slim. Or it's like in the like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
I want it closer. I want to be able to go, oh, we want to go out and go do this. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I also don't like it when I enter a store and it's 45 degrees colder and then I walk outside and it is like being hit by a bug.
My whole thing too is it's like the lack of like parking or like getting there. Like I know I don't drive and that's like a personal choice, but the trains, it sucks, or they've shut down all these streets, or there's like, why is there always like, I understand it's probably ideal conditions, but like, what the fuck is there always so much damn construction everywhere?
There should be an app for where the construction is, because it's like every day's a new day, and you go, oh, I'm gonna go to the library.
Yeah.
And can't reach the library that direction. Can't go this way. You gotta park 3 miles away.
Yeah.
Or 6 kilometers away.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my goodness, I just want to go to the library.
I think I want to do like a lot more things that are like obviously like low cost based, not even just for like budget wise, but like I don't actually end up going to the library with my kid. Like my card got all like fucked up during COVID. My library card. I don't owe any money, but like I can't do that Libby thing and like buy books on, not buy books, like borrow books online
Mm-hmm.
and like read them, which I would love to be able to like utilize that. And I had no idea they did this, but my friend Mel was like, "Oh yeah, you can go and they'll have like toys or stations and like all these other things that like your kids can take home and do in the summertime instead of you having to like go out, buy and store all that stuff." Because I don't live in like a big fancy townhouse. Like, and we also have games at our house too that we haven't like used or anything. So I feel like I'd want to use a lot more of like what I have. I mean, I'm totally fine with like I buy majority of my craft stuff from the dollar store because like why?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we'll go to Michael's and get stuff if it's something like super specific, but I just want to do like those like little things or those little crafts. Like there was like one day where we painted tote bags. And my daughter still talks about how much she loves that we painted tote bags. Does she know where that tote is? No, not really. But it's somewhere in the house. But she had so much fun doing that. Or I bought those fabric markers and I got like white like Van knockoffs from like Walmart because they were on sale. Like that's just like slide on whatever. Maybe they call them boat shoes. Not quite sure. I don't
Maybe.
use to describe them. But like they were plain and then we sat and like colored on them and drew on them and it takes a couple like it's a couple hours. But it was fun and then you have something like useful.
Yeah, I liked doing the tote bags. I got the jewel, like the gems, off of the orange app.
Oh, like the 3D, like the diamond art stuff? Is that what those
No,
are?
they're kind of, but you can like bejewel things. Like people are doing like books.
Oh, I saw that, like the books and stuff like that. And that's the whole thing is like even taking something, oh, you're knocking your microphone over. Even like taking something that you already have and just like making it look different.
I love a good DIY.
Me too. Like I love, especially if it's like a useful one. Like I have two blank tote bags. So like if we ever want to do something, we can always like make those ones different.
I have a ridiculous amount of felt, and I want to make those like cute little postage stamps.
Postage stamp.
I sent them to you on TikTok.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
But there's like so many little things that I'm like, oh, I really want to do this. Also, can Snapchat stop saying friend suggestions? I don't want friends.
Oh my God. Side note, how the fuck do you make all those random people go away on Snapchat?
You can.
It's so annoying. Like you go in there and delete them and then it just refreshes and adds more fucking people.
Ugh. Didn't mean to add me. We're friends. Add me. No.
I'm like, what is your name? And your little person doesn't look anything like you. Like, who are you?
I think also like it's like gearing up. You have to prep so much for summer because like cooking difficult. Cleaning, you don't want to be inside because it's nice outside, so then you feel weird being inside. But then it's like everything has so many bags.
I know I feel like it's like I want to bake things, but I don't want to utilize my oven when it's 35 to 40 degrees outside. So I have an outside oven that runs on propane that I can use, but then I have to use a tiny a tiny cooking sheet and it takes like longer to cook or whatever. Like you have to figure out how to do stuff like that. And then it's also like, oh, okay, well, and then you watch all those like meal prep things and it'll be like, take all this stuff and meal prep and do this and do this. And it's like, well, that's all great in hindsight. But like if you buy a bunch of groceries and you meal prep, you have to find a place to put the remaining groceries that you're not prepping. And then those fucking meals that you just made. And people are like, just put them in your freezer. Well, Judith, do you think my freezer is not stockpiled full of meat when it goes on sale? Or like any of the, or those like quick and easy things? And then it's like, this is such a first world problem. There was an incident with my air fryer. And by an incident, I mean
It caught on fire.
it caught on fire. And it was not a manufacturer's error. It was a user error. And I knew that I used that a lot because it was like the toaster oven style one. But I'm just like, okay, great. Now I have to figure out another one that I want to get. And Ben, if you're listening, I may break down and purchase a microwave. Which I know Eve is like, what are you talking about? So my microwave also caught on fire due to a user error. I don't know if it was a user error. Actually, I think that was a manufacturer's error. I was literally defrosting a banana, which if you've listened for a long time, you're like, why the fuck were you touching a banana? So I was making banana bread for my husband. I'm allergic to bananas. And I was defrosting a singular banana just so I could have it so it was like softer. And legitimately, there was like smoke came out and it just smelled like burning plastic. And I took my microwave and like threw it. And I haven't gotten one since because I was like, I don't know. I feel like so many things that go inside the microwave are just like food that isn't good for you. So I just didn't get one. Plus, it was another fucking appliance. Again, my kitchen is not that big. There's only so many outlets in my 1978 townhouse.
I'm waiting for our water machine to break, and then I'm gonna get the one that has the ice machine built into it.
Okay, that's so cool. I had never seen that before. And I'm like, fuck, is it expensive as shit?
We've had the same water machine for too long.
Oh no, the water machine is a long time, but at least it's the best coldness.
Oh, it's so good.
Is there a better way to say that? Coldness? That wouldn't be a way to say it, would it?
Best cold temperature?
Yeah. It makes it the best, like, it's like sub-zero temperature. Like when I think of Happy Gilmore holding that cold glacier Alaskan water inside that fucking container, or Water Boy, or Gilmore, Water Boy, that's what I think. Oh, cool, glacier water, like that type of thing. That's what I think of is that water. It's so good.
Good quality H2O.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love that thing. I am still like, I wonder what's in that. But I find that like so many appliances, you're like, oh, well, I get it for ease. I think summer is the prime time for appliances because I've already seen the slushy cups starting to come out again.
Yeah.
I've seen like the slushy machines, which I am the part of one.
You have it's the chef bed one, right?
No, I have the Iceman.
The Iceman.
It's off of Amazon.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. I love that thing.
It's actually very aesthetically pleasing.
Oh yeah, it's just white.
Yeah.
I have a Ninja, which is great. I don't really use the microwave that often.
I have a Ninja Creamy. I think it's like when you have people in your family who are temperature sensitive individuals, such as only like melty cheese or want the food so it basically scalds your fucking mouth, it's more convenient to have one versus not having one. But I would rather heat stuff up on the stove because I think it just tastes better. There's certain things that I've like heated up in the microwave. It's like you heat up like frozen bread and it's like chewy. Or you toast it after, like you kind of done it before they had the like it's a frozen piece of bread button on the freaking toaster.
Frosting button.
Yeah.
It's a frozen piece of bread.
Yeah. Before when they just had the stages of like how many minutes you wanted to have your bread in there for.
Why is there so many different options of microwaves too? Because mine, you click a button and if it's 1 minute and then it's 30 seconds and they call it the quick heat one. But then you can do a time cook. I don't understand it.
And there's so many different things. And then my husband has this whole thing where he's like, I want it to be able to fit a dinner plate. It's almost like our mom and the whole like toaster oven. I want to be able to do a rotisserie chicken in it.
Hey, don't knock it till you get one.
I know yours works for that. And that was the whole thing. I was like, oh, yours looks really good. But again, those are like appliances I'm getting. And I understand they're for like the everyday. But that's like the average like air fryer or fucking microwave is like $100 to $200.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good Lord.
I know. It's like, and then you're like, oh, I'm so excited for these things. But then you don't want to heat up the house. And then it's like, you have to plan what day. Oh, we're going to make pizza. But we got to make pizza when it's not 35 degrees. And then it's like, but do I need a pizza oven to have outside? No, I don't.
Oh, I got my husband the pizza. Let's try that again. So we have what is it called? Is it called like a Chiefman?
Chefman?
No, it's called something else. It's like that. Basically, you get it. It runs on propane and it has burners. And then you can put like the barbecue attachment on it. And you can also put like a pizza attachment on it. You can boil water on it. Like the type of like, it's like a barbecue, but not.
It's not a Blackstone.
No. Oh, it's a Camp Chef. There you go. It's called a Camp Chef. So you can get the attachments to put on top. So that's what we have is like our main barbecue. And then I got my husband the one for when I was getting the replacement for the barbecue cooktop because we'd had our other one for like 8 years and it was just falling apart. they had like a deal at Costco where you basically pay the same price of what everybody else was charging for the fucking barbecue attachment. And you got the pizza oven thing too. And you got in like a combo deal with like all this other stuff. So I got that. And we have yet to use it. But that's another thing though, is like you're just like, okay, so obviously, like if I'm gonna do that, I'll get pizza dough. Well, you can buy pizza dough, fresh pizza dough, by the way, at Walmart if you want to, and it's like $1. It's like not that much. But if you want to make it yourself, then you have to like pre-plan ahead of time. So that way everything's like good to go by the time you're getting all the stuff done. And then also sometimes you need to provide a backup option because I've seen a lot of homemade pizza go sideways.
But even like, it's like, oh, to make ice cream, or I want to make, like, a couple months ago, I think we talked about when your kid wanted to make gummies, like with the gummy kit.
Oh, yeah.
Thought it would be great. Pulled out the stuff to do it. Oh, it was during spring break.
Yeah.
Pulled out the stuff to do it. And they say, take a large glass container and have the kid pour the cup over the gummy things. I went, no. I'm getting a syringe or like a turkey baster.
Yeah.
Because it was hot. It was not light.
And that's the whole thing is like when you're dealing with like gelatin or you're dealing with any type of like sugar that's been boiling and it's doing everything, like that is a way higher chance for like a 3rd-degree burn.
And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. We're going to do something else.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you have to keep the curtains closed or it gets too hot.
Yeah.
And like, you get to the...
But you want to see the sunshine, but you're kind of sad when you're inside because you can't see the sunshine. But also, as soon as you go outside, you're like, dear God, where's that air conditioning? Like,
and then it's like, go in the pool. But then if you're in the pool for too long, you get pruny.
or you get burned.
Oh. I didn't even get in the pool. I was just cleaning it.
Yeah.
Just so that I got to turn the pump back on. But I don't know. I feel like Pinterest is like, it's so great. And then, but what I would love from Pinterest is I would love to be able, like, I want to take more pictures this summer.
Yeah.
Instead of like not documenting anything of it. It's just like, oh, Pinterest. Oh, I didn't take any pictures this summer.
I know sometimes it's like, oh, we had so much fun. You don't have pictures. You do have memories. I know a lot of people say it, but sometimes you're like, shit, I should have remembered that. Or like just actually having people, mainly your husband, maybe take actual aesthetically pleasing photos of you instead of you like leaning over putting sunscreen on your child or like making food and you just look like a gremlin. I know like a big thing that I've done the last like couple years that's like really helped is we got one of those expandable storage containers for like your vehicle that our mom got him. And if you put like to-go stuff in there, because my husband is very much like an on a whim spontaneous person at times. And he'll be like, oh my God, let's go to the beach. I'm like, we have fucking nothing. And then it's like you get home, you start packing the stuff, and then it's like been forever because you're trying to find all the stuff. You're fucking tired. You want to eat. And then you just debate about like actually going to like the beach or something after. And it's kind of like foiled. So we'll have like a to-go thing where it'll have like a pair of sandals, bathing suits, a thing of like sunscreen. Usually it's like a lotion sunscreen and put it in a Ziploc bag because if it gets too hot where you are, it will go everywhere. You throw like some hats in there and like any snacks that can survive the summer heat. If not, like you just like put that in like I'll bring it in like my work bag or whatever. And just being able to have those things with you and then having like a bag to put the wet stuff in. Even if it's just a garbage bag, it doesn't have to be like some fancy waterproof bag. Just all those things to throw it in. So that way, like, you can just go and do the thing without having to think too hard about it. Or, like, I know my brain just instantly makes a list of, like, well, this is all the shit that we need. My husband's like, oh, we don't need all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but, like, I'm not wearing an outfit to go to the beach. I'm going to be too hot. Or I'm going to be too cold. Or I don't want to wear this type of thing. And just being able to, like, easily do those types of things. But also have it where maybe there's like one of those in either like each vehicle or it's super easy to kind of move over. So that way you don't have to, or have one in each one. Like you don't have to worry about missing out on stuff like that. And then remembering just to kind of like restock it. Like we'd get home and even if I was tired, I'd be like, okay, put the stuff in the wash because like bathing suits, just don't forget about that. And put them in the wash. get all the stuff ready, put stuff back in there so that way it's good to go.
I think it's also a level of, like, allowing yourself to be spontaneous.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people hit this time of the year with their kids, and this was based off what I've seen on TikTok.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously, I don't have a secret trough.
No.
And it'll be, like, summertime, and they're immediately like, what am I gonna have my kid do? Oh, it's gonna be so expensive and stuff like that. And I'm like, honestly, like, $2 for a popsicle or a freezy, or even getting, like, a drink
Yeah.
and sitting at the beach, like, $5-6 isn't really that big of a deal for most people.
No.
If you do it every single day, every single morning, and your kid gets hooked on it, yeah, it gonna be pricey.
But there's also, like, I know, like, in our areas and stuff like that, there's, like, free water parks and everything that you can go to run around with your kid in, or, like, playgrounds, or I'm just, like, every single time I try to set up some sort of, like, play date for my kid this summertime, I feel like there's, like, nobody here. I feel like everybody leaves. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going down here for a bit if you guys, like, want to, or whatever. Like, there's things like that. Another thing is, like, I did this last year and I talked about it on the podcast, and you can judge me if you want. I try to be as eco-friendly as possible, but sometimes mental sanity versus being eco-friendly weigh each other out. And last year I bought a stack of paper plates from Costco because I was just like, sometimes I just, like, don't want to have to do dishes. I don't want to have them pile up, especially if you know you're going to be, like, super busy, or if you're not going to be super busy and you just want to, like, take time off on the weekend for doing stuff like that. And allowing yourself to have things like that, or even just, like, this is your designated cup for the day. This is your designated thing. Like, that's reduced down and not be using every single thing in the house.
Every single bowl. Everything's a cereal bowl now.
Everything's a cereal bowl, and fucking, I feel like it really needs to be defined that a quick wash of a cup, you can use a cup for anything. Like, when you're doing, like, single-use beverage cup versus, like, I have a very specific cup that I use for water. Like, when you're using those reusable travel cups, I have one for water and one for coffee because I can taste the difference. You may think I'm bonkers, but that is where it goes. But it's even just like when you're grabbing a cup out of the cupboard to get, like, a glass of water, like, you can use that again. It's not an old dirty ass cup now. And if you think it's old and dirty, then just clean it with some soap.
Also, make a game out of it. You can make a point system that once a week it could determine what prize you get, because there's this something I call the can fairy, or the cup fairy.
Yes.
So I had purchased paper cups for, like, Christmas for something. It was like I was gonna do, like, a hot chocolate bar at work. I didn't end up doing it because I didn't put it together, and, like, it swung by. So I brought them home. I stuck them in the cabinet as, like, oh, well, I'll do it later. The next day, I found 7 around the house.
Okay, that wasn't me.
And when I sat there,
I only used one.
you used 3. I walked around, and every single day, I kept on finding more of them. And I texted both of them, and I said, I swear to God, if I see another cup, I'm going to shove it up your nose.
I know, but just to say,
It
it
makes
tastes different out of a paper cup.
I knew it. But it's like, just use the cup again.
Oh, I know.
And I was like, okay. Or the can fairies everywhere. And I was like, I showed our mom, and I was like, stop putting cans everywhere. And she was like, how do you know it's me? And I'm like, because it's right by your cup.
Oh my God.
I know it's yours.
My husband has, like, cups where he, like, leaves them on the TV stand, and then he'll, like, knock them over. Sometimes I even realize that he knocked them over. And then I'll, like, put my hand underneath the couch when I'm, like, cleaning. I'm like, what the fuck? There's a bunch of cans here. We're gonna have ants. What is this?
Just put them away.
Just put them the fuck away. I'm at the point where I may just have a literal recycling basket and garbage can in every fucking room of the house. So it's like, do it. It's right there.
It's so frustrating. And then what gets me is the garbage. Is when people play freaking Jenga with the garbage. I'm like, I'm ready to I'm not home that often in the summer because I work. I want to put out, like, a chore thing where if, like, I'm going to put people's letters of their names on the bottom of the cup. And if I find your cup not in the right area, you lose a point. Whoever has the most points gets, like, a 25 gift card at the end of the year.
Right.
Or, like, that goes towards, like, imagine that, like, goes towards your Christmas present as, like, an added bonus. Like, I will spend an extra $10 on you for Christmas. You just put your cup back.
There's one thing that I was also thinking about like adding in, and this is like I saw it yesterday on that Kaylee Blanchard girl. She's like she's now that practical mom she used to be, but first coffee.
Mm.
She was just like, make it fun so it's less like mental gymnastics for you. She's like, obviously, like you could pre-cook stuff and then like figure out how to use it, but like give each day a theme. Like Wednesday is like sheep pen day. Tuesday is the taco day or this or whatever. And like we kind of did that before. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's easier. She's like, also like figure out where you're doing your shopping. Like if you do your shopping on a Saturday or a Sunday, have like a fridge clean out night where you know you can like take stuff and I don't know, you make it into soup or you make it into like Buddha bowls, which is like rice, like cut up fresh vegetables and like whatever salad dressing kind of thing that you want. Like she's like, so that way you can use that stuff up, but it's like utilized in like a different way.
We could finally start the potluck thing where we make one meal for both of our households.
Oh yeah, like I started making because I was tired of like because I was tired Dion. I'm just like making because I'll before Charlie had like baseball and stuff like that, I would make her like a quesadilla and like have it in, like a to-go thing with like some snacks. And then like my husband is he's just when he's like working, he'll like completely forget to eat. And he was like, oh my God, I'm starving. And then we were like stopping at places and then you just feel like shit. Like sometimes it's fine, but then you're like, oh God, this again type of thing. So the last like week or like week and a half, I've been like making stuff to take with us, especially because we have like this like gap where like if we go home, it's just like pointless. You're just wasting time in traffic. So before she goes to like an activity or whatever. So I'm making like sandwiches or like the other day I did like baked potatoes in the microwave, which I was like, I forgot that you can do baked potatoes in the microwave. It's so much faster. And then ribs. Like they're the pre-cooked ribs and stuff like that, but it still counts. It's still a dinner, right? Like and it's easy. So I'm just like I cannot even like I kind of want to like keep that going. Plus it's like it was minimal cleanup here. Because that's the whole thing is I don't want to make like extravagant meals and then just like leave a mess or whatever or like waste half my day doing it because like it's just not fun. Like I'd rather have like high impact nutritious meals that I don't really have to like think about.
Instead of like, oh, french fries.
I know like there's some days where I'm like, fuck yeah, I want a french fry or a tater tot. Oh, I love me a tater tot. But there's days where I'm like, I don't want that. Like, I know this sounds so funny, but I totally forgot about baked potatoes. And then my husband one day was like, I really want a baked potato. And I was like, well, do you want to russet? Or do you want like a yellow skin potato?
Your favorite potato. I love a russet.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing is this was like, I'm like, oh, I'll get some. And then we had it. And then literally for like a week, our entire family was obsessed with baked potatoes. And yeah, I went out and got those crunchy simulated fucking bacon bits because they are delicious. I don't care what anybody says. And fun fact, they're vegan.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. They have no bacon in them. It's just like smoky flavor and like fucking, yeah.
That's kind of concerning.
It's like kind of concerning, but if you read all the stuff on, it's like hilarious.
Wow. Let us know down below what your summer expectations versus reality are. Would love to hear it. We'll keep talking about summer as June commences, and we'll see you next Monday.
And stay as warped and twisted as ever. Peace.